Alright guys, today we're doing another reaction video to Game Theory because I can't get enough of this dang channel, so let's get going.
Hello once again, theorists. Welcome to Matt Pat Plays. Today we are playing the scariest game of all
I can vouch for that.
Probably never heard of it. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's. Here we go. What's this? It's a camera.
It's a camera.
Oh. Was that a bunny?
That is a bunny.
Was that a bunny?
Yeah.
A bunny.
I love the bunny.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, the bunny is my favorite, so yeah. If you've seen my playthrough of the Fnaf 2 demo, you know that this game terrifies me when it comes to actual gameplay. Believe me, it does. And I might drop the camera in case there's a jump scare. So please, bear with me. I'm going to need you guys to bear with me, because if I drop the camera because of the jump scare, you guys are going to hate me for it. Oh my god. I don't like how we're both scared of the frequent... Just the fan. Okay.
I don't know about you, but every time the camera makes the sound to come out, that peeps a bit in my pants.
Oh my... I didn't...
What? That's it?
Yes, Matt Pat, that's it.
Jump scare? Jump scare.
I told you I was gonna drop the camera at some point. I always do this during these.
Alright. Oh,
okay.
God. Oh, there's the bunny rabbit. Shut the door.
Yeah, shut the door on the bunny rabbit.
Man, this is truly compelling gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, guys. I'm almost out of power.
I don't like being almost out of power. I started freaking out when that happened, and I was only at 3 a.m. 9 power left, and he's at 5 a.m. How, though? How the heck are you at 9 power, and it's already 5? Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, I'm fine. I got scared. Oh god. See, that's the thing with the jump scares in this game. You never know when they're gonna pop up.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game
This is loud.
Theory, where
You're not gonna be able to hear me.
Name, Matthew Fear Patrick.
That's
a
nice.
Very strange name. Okay, I'll admit it. I didn't give Five Nights at Freddy's enough credit when it first came out. A few jump scares from...
I didn't either, but that's not what we're gonna talk about today, are we?
People overreacting to it on YouTube. Oh,
Yeah, a lot of people did overreact to it. I get scared easily, so I don't count.
You showed overwhelming support for an episode on the game on Twitter, so I began to dig a little deeper. And what I found was some of the most interesting storytelling, most intriguing mysteries, and most disturbing events I'd read about in a long time. Now, if you were just to play the game straight through 5 days, the story would actually come across as pretty superficial. You're the new night guard watching the security cameras at a Chuck E. Cheese-style restaurant called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Four animatronics roam the halls at night because the owners don't want their servos to lock up. Bad news is, you can't let them near you, or else they'll kill you on the spot because you look like a naked endoskeleton. Ow, ow! Show them those circuits! Apparently, one of them bit someone back in 87, presumably 1980. The board leaves you recorded phone messages to
I just remembered that this is the very first theory of FNAF that he did, and if you've seen my whole thing on the whole bite of 87, you know how much I despise the entire event.
If you're really observant, you start to unravel the layers of unsolved mysteries around this place.
Well, yeah, but like...
There's a fifth animatronic. That posters on the wall will change.
Yay, Goldie!
That news clippings appear and disappear, telling the dark secrets of this twisted place. Putting it all together, story. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, once a popular restaurant, fell into hard times when 5 children went missing there after being lured to
that's what happened.
by a man dressed in a character costume. Though a suspect was caught and convicted, the bodies of the children were never recovered. The pizzeria was also threatened with shutdown due to sanitation complaints.
Well,
Foul odors started to come from the animatronics. Blood and mucus oozed oozing from their eyes and mouths. The last article, written years after the incident, states that the pizzeria would finally be closed by year-end. In addition to the core 4 robots, Chica, Bonnie, Freddy, and Foxy, there's also a 5th, unofficially referred
Golden
to as
Freddy.
Golden Freddy. Ignoring the rules of physics, Golden Freddy is...
Yeah, Golden Freddy does not follow literally anything that you know
doors, wherever, causing strange
about the actual gameplay, because I absolutely hate that he can teleport. Like, I hate that. How the heck am I supposed to play through the game when all of a sudden there's just another Golden Freddy jump scare?
The words, "It's me." According to the game's creator, the place is indeed haunted by what we can only assume to be the spirits of the 5 lost children. So
Yeah,
that's the gist of it.
that's pretty much how the game is.
Foul odors, killer robots, and pizza. But that's
pizza.
a lot of lingering questions. Who is your character? How's he fit in?
Our character
Why does he stay for 5 nights when he's very clearly confronting the possibility of death? What more can we know about this terrifying Golden Freddy? And most importantly,
lots of things.
What is the complete story behind 5 Nights at Freddy's? They're all good questions.
Okay, that last question probably will never be answered because the lore just keeps going and going and going. And I haven't even got to the very point where I'm just completely overwhelmed with the amount of lore in this dang story.
December 1993, Aurora, Colorado. 10 p.m. Tuesday night at a local Chuck E. Cheese. After a family birthday party runs long, manager Margaret Kohlberg and teenage employees Sylvia Crowell, Ben Grant, Colleen O'Connor, and Bobby Stevens are forced to stay late to close up shop. But as Margaret tells...
If you mean to tell me that the game is based on a true story, then I'm going to lose my freaking mind because I'm not ready for that kind of information. Not after the last few times.
Silently in the darkened restrooms. A 19-year-old named Nathan Dunlap. Earlier that year, Nathan had begun working there as a cook, dough master, before getting fired in July after a disagreement over his hours. Now, 5 months later, he was back. At 10:05, he left the bathroom, pulled out a small caliber handgun, and proceeded to execute the building. First Sylvia, then Ben, then Colleen. Dunlap then moved to the kitchen, where he surprised Bobby Stevens. The bullet entered Bobby's jaw, sending him sprawling.
I'm sorry, but what the heck?
Nathan moved to the back, the office, where Margaret opened the safe before Nathan shot her twice, proceeded to grab her bag, filling it with $1,600 in cash, arcade tokens, and keychains. Spurred on by the building security footage, police were at his
Okay, but like, what is the use of the
was promptly arrested. Eventually, he was tried and sentenced
arcade coins and keychains
just recently, as his punishment has been postponed, leading people to debate whether he's able to sleep soundly, knowing that his execution has been delayed. This is a tragic story, a disgusting waste of human life, and one that I won't joke about or make fun of in any way. But
Okay, but like, what? I'm sorry, but this makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Also, excuse the fact that I just had you pointed at the floor. There's an ad on the TV.
Is the one that inspired 5 Nights at Freddy's. Let's look at
Gosh
that.
darn it!
First, I don't think that there's any doubt that Freddy's is a parody of Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, yeah, that much is obvious, but I mean, I can't make any argument there. I'm sorry.
What year does 5 Nights take place? The time is certainly kept.
The first game takes place I don't remember.
For one, the Chuck E. Cheese franchise had a tremendous period of growth and success.
Well, I mean, the first game takes place after the second game, which is... Listen, just watch the timeline video that I made because this I don't want to explain all of this at all right now.
Each night you're working a 6-hour shift, and you're spending 5 nights there. So that's 30 hours of total work time for $120. In total, $4 an hour. How can they do that? That's below minimum wage for 2014. But in 1990, minimum wage was $3.80. In 1991, it was raised to
I just dropped the remote, but that's okay.
And by 1996, you were looking at about $5 an hour. So the game would take place between 1991 and 1996. The Nathan Dunlap story took place in 1993. But let's move on to the most important comparison. the victims. In the game, there were 5 child victims. In the real-life story, there were also 5 victims. But we can get even more specific. Online theories about the game always tend to draw a parallel between the number of kids missing to the number of animatronics, saying that the children's bodies were stuffed in the various suits. And this is true. Bonnie and Chica both have moans and raspy breath sound effects, as though someone's trying to cling to the last threads of their lives stuffed inside the costumes. And other sounds made by the animatronics are just slowed down versions of children's laughs.
It's true.
Additionally, as the news clipping mentioned,
and honestly, I get scared whenever I tend to look and go back and actually listen to the
nowhere does it say that all 5 were murdered.
Thing, you know,
that they went missing and couldn't be found. Also, the trouble a lot of people have with this is that guy so limp and lifeless, so unlike the others. It's weird
because he's been powered off for like, I don't know, a couple decades or so.
Shot that night in Chuck E. Cheese, which matches the 5 victims in Freddy's story. But of those, one survived. Bobby, the one from the kitchen, miraculously survived the shot to his jaw. After he was knocked to the floor by the bullet, he went limp, played dead, to avoid the killer coming back to finish the job. And that relates exactly to the advice you're given on night 3 by the phone guy. Try playing dead. You know, go limp. Again, let me reiterate that I'm not trying to make real-life events by comparing them to bear costumes and animatronics, but I do want to point out that these similarities do exist. And what else is limp and appears to be a lifeless, empty suit in the game? Golden Freddy.
But it's not.
Bobby was able to go to trial and be a damning piece of evidence in the case against
it's really not.
Dunlap, ultimately leading to his death sentence. Which animatronic surprises you by appearing randomly? The one you don't expect and has no clear pattern? Golden Freddy. It's also worth mentioning that of all
you
the
can
cameras in
sort of kind of,
one
well,
is always black,
you know,
preventing you from seeing what's going on. That camera is located in the kitchen, leading many to assume it's where Golden Freddy hides, which just so happens to be the place Bobby was able to survive the attack. So I asked, odd coincidence or source of inspiration? In fact, if you
I don't know.
The behavior of the animatronics really corresponds with the features of each of the real-life story's victims. We just covered Golden Freddy and Bobby, but the rest have strange parallels too. Bonnie goes into the utility closet filled with floor cleaning supplies, the most prominent ones being a mop and a broom. It's probably one of the most random rooms in the game, until you consider that Ben, the second victim, was vacuuming at the time of the attack. Foxy is kept sequestered in the back of the building, behind a curtain, more aggressive than all the rest. Similar to the way Margaret, the manager, was in the back office counting receipts at the time of the murder, and her role as manager would inherently make her more aggressive or assertive.
I guess you're right.
In the bathroom and was cleaning up the salad bar at the time of the attack. Chica walks past the bathroom and is associated with food. And Freddy, well, he doesn't have that strong of a parallel with Colleen, but he does appear in the girls' restroom. Odd for what we would assume to be a male animatronic. Maybe it's a reference to Colleen being a girl, or a nod to Nathan's plan of hiding in the bathroom until he was ready to attack. Alright, after doing all the research, reading every fan theory in existence, and putting all the clues together, what can this mean for the story of the game? I think the game is an allegory for that night back in 1993.
It's not. From what I know, it's really not.
You, Mike Schmidt, are the murderer, former employee of Freddy's Pizzeria. Like Nathan in the real story, you were fired.
You know, as someone who actually does completely know the entirety of the game's storyline, for now,
with the robots that caused the infamous fight of '87. Regardless, like Nathan, you were mad and wanted to get even. So
I know for a fact that this game has nothing to do with that. I'll explain later.
Animatronic suits, hoping to get the
or I can explain now.
Notice that the newspaper clippings never say it's an employee of the company luring the children away. But we know
just because it doesn't mean it isn't.
Knowledge of the employees only.
You know, remind you that the actual killer in the game is actually the company's owner, which is why it's not stated that it's an employee. Because, I mean, it's gonna be hard to keep on file. Because, if you remember correctly, Fazbear Entertainment is owned by William Afton, who is the purple guy who is... I need to breathe, oh god. You know how I get with these things. At least a lot of you do.
You are the killer.
No, you're not. That's not how this works.
Everything is so surreal. Posters switching at random.
They switch at random because of the way that the game is supposed to be played. It's a horror game, so obviously it's going to work like that.
One that got away.
No, it's not.
From midnight to 6 a.m. every night.
No, it's not. It's not. You just work the night shift.
Created a restaurant long closed, as evidenced by the spider webs, and overrun with angry spirits out for revenge on you and you alone, the one who took their lives.
Not really.
Completely ignoring the naked endoskeleton elsewhere in the building. It's also a place you can't escape.
There is no endoskeleton in the building whatsoever in the first game. Well, yes, there's the second, not the second game, the sixth.
You're unable
Fifth?
to leave.
The fifth. Okay, look, there are at least like 9 games in the entirety of the game series, but canonically, in game 5, we have a Yendo, who is Yendo, you know, it's...
Sweet dreams. You know what October reminds me of? Traveling from door to door in order to get free snacks on Halloween. Look at this. With Nature Box, every month is like your own personal reverse Halloween.
Okay. Right on there. Alright. So, I personally, I don't have anything against this theory, or this video at all. But none of it adds up to any of it. But I will let that slide, considering how this is the very first of his theories. And I myself can confirm that not everything of the very first of something is the best of it. I mean, have you seen my Fnaf Parent series? It's not exactly the best when you look at the very first episode of it. Not to mention the fact that that entire thing is littered with confusing things. But, overall, I thought this was a good video for today. And well, all is well that ends well, I should say. Bye, everybody.